morning, you guys. Today we are going to start with a different setup. I'm just realizing how echoing everything is because I don't have my microphone with me here. I decided to do my hair, to style my hair for today's makeup tutorial. So today's idea was extra sparkly makeup look for the New Year's Eve. And the way how I envision that one, I'm not going to do just a glam makeup, but I will add a little bit of creativity, so it will be like a huge cut crease and a lot of glitters. I think we'll see where the inspiration will lead me. In my head, I already have like the full color story and the idea when it comes to technique. So first of all, what I wanted to do is, well, I'm having, like, my hair is pretty long and I need a haircut. I think I'm having hair this long for years now, you guys. Couple of times, even some of the hair change crossed my mind, to be honest, but I don't think I'm ready yet for that. And so this early morning, I already had my friend coming over and it's her birthday, so I did kind of a soft glam makeup look for her. Yeah, so it's been kind of a busy already for me this morning. Usually what I would do with this, now I'm just thinking, should I do this differently? Wait. When it comes to waves, I like two different ways of creating those waves. So one is that I have done right now, and the other one, actually doing this opposite sides. So it creates like this. I think like when you do this properly, I think this is called Hollywood waves, and like here's the difference. These look much more spiral than this one. Yeah, I like this one actually way more. What do we think? Yeah, I'll go with this. My friend was over and we had a pretty nice chat while I was doing her makeup. I don't know if this is gonna work now because I already went with this. So I just like to go really quickly with my hair straightener like that as well before I start doing this. Now I will slightly go through with my brush. And it looks right now that it is like super flat or more flat than it's supposed to be, but now I'm going to just basically repeat what I've done with my hair straightener. I will lock everything in place like this, and I will leave it like this for a while. So much hair. Leave this, and I know this is not a super wavy, but that's actually what I wanted. And when it comes to this part, I think I will just leave it open like this. I'll just make everything sleek and secure once I come into the studio, but right now I just want to go and eat something before I start filming because I feel like it's going to be another one of those long days. Here I am back in my filming room on my usual setup, and I decided just to make my hair here at the moment really sleek, and then what I'm going to do later when I leave this just gives me a little bit of wave, I guess. We'll see. Anyways, this is how my color scheme for today looks like, and I'm really happy the way that it goes. Actually, my eyebrows are done. I just didn't want to do like a full
face makeup routine. For that, I do have a couple of videos already, so you can check that. Today we're gonna be focused only on the eyes actually. So what I've done already, blend this a little bit. What I've done already, you guys, is that I already applied of course I have my Pillows, where is it? My Pillows base Rumor shade number 2, and I have Danessa Myricks tourmaline pomade right here, which is really high and sharp blended. The reason for that is because of the shadow shape that I want to create today, which is going to be a bit more sharper, focus on cut crease and just angled lines rather than just blending alone. This is actually the shape that I wanted. I did use a couple of, well, actually I used 3 of the eyeshadow palettes already. So I was thinking to incorporate Xenon palette from Natasha Denona as my main palette. But since I wanted to add up a little bit more blue rather than gray color, I also included Mini Triachrome palette, which is also her new release. By the way, if you haven't checked full in-depth video tutorial, I highly suggest you go and check that one as well, because if you're loving blue color, or even if you don't, and if you would like to have an option and also you can mix this, definitely go check that video, because this palette is amazing. For 5-pan eyeshadow palette, it is stunning, and I was shockingly surprised how good it was. Now when it comes to the Xenon palette, I will start with the Contrail shade. I will use that one underneath my eyebrow, and usually when you have a lot of the base on your eyes, please be generous with the amount of the eyeshadow. For example, now I'm using white eyeshadow. If you do not apply enough or even a bit more eyeshadow than you actually need, what is going to happen when you apply next eyeshadow shade, you will have patches. So please, in order to make your blending easier and for have that kind of a flawless result, do not be afraid to really pack the eyeshadow, especially because, well, first of all, depending on the base that you have, for the most part the base will kind of soak some of the product, of course, and depending on the product that you're using as well. But you will see the more you use it, that it will start to look like the eyeshadow in a pan. At least that's what is supposed to happen, and then you know that you have enough of the product. And I know at the moment it looks too much, but you can see right here how everything kind of comes together. I'm going in with a little bit of a Blizzard shade because I didn't want this look to be like super blue, like bright blue. So I'm going in right here because first of all I'm going to go with a crease shade right here. I want to create crease and just wanted to layer down a little bit of my base. This is not like too of a dark shade, but at the same time will help me to manage the next one as well. So the next shade that I'm going to be using is, let me check which one this is, Overcast. This shade right here, gorgeous. Love the pigmentation, love the shade and the undertone. I think it's pretty beautiful. Pretty beautiful. And now this is the color that I managed to get, but I still want a little bit more of a depth. I'm not too worried about this area right here, but this right here towards my nose, it has to be blended right away. I am loving this shade. And I'll say for the last 2 palettes from the Natasha, they do remind me kind of going back to the 90s, which I do remember when I was little. I always remember my mom wearing like this bright blue eyeshadow and was kind of a staple in her makeup routine, and always having red lips. And I don't know, it was just something that caught my attention back in the day, even though I was a kid. Now I'm going to switch to this side, and I'm using Black as Black from the My Dream palette, my favorite black eyeshadow. And look at this. If this is not true black eyeshadow, I don't know what it is. Now you can see the difference, like between the depth once you blend this. Just packing that eyeshadow, I want this, before I go with the other shades, I just wanted this area to be like really covered set because the pomade can still move until you set it like so. I'm going back with the Blizzard shade. Is it Blizzard? Yeah, from Xenon palette. And what this will do is just like it will blend this a little bit more, just the edge. Next thing I did was to use this again, mini trichrome and Stratus shade, and look where I will apply it. So this is the area on my crease, outer portion of my crease, like so. I'm using generous amount of a product. The pigmentation is insane, you can see that. And with a small blending brush, I will slowly start to blend this. And also now I'm having edges that are pretty harsh, but I will blend everything. It's just that it's going to take some time. Also right here, what I can do with the same brush, like this crease is going to be really deep, and I wanted to start with this shade, applying it like so. I'm having glitter all over my face, so in the meantime I did add a little bit on the edges this Stratus shade as well, just a little bit to make it more darker. But now what I'm going to do is to apply this beautiful glitter combo, and it's multiple glitters. I don't know how I even should go with this one now because everything has been open and mixed. So here's what I've done. I took, and I'm having here, this is Makeup Factory glitters, pure glitter. This is shade 09, this is shade 05, and this is shade 02. So what I do, I go with the lightest, then to transition, it's same like with the eyeshadows, then I mix half and half of the silver and the white to darken it up a little bit, and then I add the mixture of with the black and a little bit with the black and the silver. But one thing that I've done in between is that I added up a little bit of this blue kind of a glitters as well. But what this did, it makes it appear like a little rhinestones out of nowhere. It's gorgeous, like little diamonds. I will clean with a tape everything later because this is not the way to clean glitters. You always clean them with a tape, but just for now, just to remove everything that I have. So cut my crease with the Vaseline, and this is the, well, the shape that I want. It is kind of a, how would I describe this, 1/4 of the circle, because it starts a little bit outside of the corner of the eye, and then it drops right here. Now I'm taking Acid Rain from Acid Rain Collection Blank Canvas from P. Louise, and I will cut my crease. I am not applying any base underneath. Okay, this is a lot of the product. I am just about to blend as much as I can. So this is pretty much what I want, and let's go now applying all of these glitters. First thing I'm going to do now is to go back with the Contrail shade, which is matte. And to add even more contrast, I will apply it in the beginning. And you can see now how much of a contrast do I have. And now I will go with the Blizzard shade, combine that one next to this one. This base is not the same as the regular base, and this is paint and it's like a bit drier, but still it works. We'll add a bit of this blue. So as you can see, I'm going back with the shades that I have already used. The glitter will cover the most of this, but still I do want to have solid base underneath. For the end, I am going with this shade right here to connect everything. At the end I will make everything darker, but first I can spread the color like so a little bit there, but first I wanted to make the base before the glitters. So this will be kind of a matte version for this technique. And now to set the glitters, I will be using my eyelash glue. But the thing here is to not apply too much of a product. You just go one step at a time and you go with a smaller amount. Do not go instantly with a big amount of the glue because it's going to be too heavy. You just need something that will hold on to, you know. And first I'm taking small brush and the lightest shade, and I was kind of debating this one in a sense that at first I thought, oh my god, it has like this orangey red undertone, but this goes so beautifully combined with the blue, and I think it looks stunning. And right now I am acting as if I am blending eyeshadow. So the next one will be this combination of this same color, a little bit of the silver, and also a pop of the blue. Because the glitters are in different sizes right here, I thought it looks pretty cool. Now I am adding more glue. I don't apply everything at once, I just go one step at a time. Now I'm going in with my black and silver mixture. There is a lot going on right here. But again, you know what? This doesn't feel too heavy because of the light amount of the glue that I applied. Just the amount needed for this to be like tacky for the glitters. And now going in just with the black. This is so beautiful. I really hope camera can catch this. Then I'm going to add a little bit of depth, and to make this edge right here a bit sharper with the Stratus shade. I usually apply my eyelashes at the very end of doing my eye makeup, but right now I find it a bit easier to apply it now. And I'm used to way more lightweight lashes than I'm having right now, because I usually use those Ardell Naked lashes in 421, and this is actually Croatian brand. This is called Mara, and these one are in style Queen, and they're pretty thick, pretty long, but they do suit today's look. Let's focus on the lower lash line. I'm applying my Inglot's MC gel liner in number 77, and will smudge around my eye as well. And I'm going back with the Triochrome palette, darkest shade. I'll take a blending brush. Also, I will combine a little bit of this blue with the Blizzard shade, because that's what I've done when it comes to this area as well. Just need kind of a little bit more of a transition as well right here. To make this even deeper, I'm gonna go with the blackest black, but just a tiny bit. I will apply some mascara on my lower lash line, finish off my face, and I will be right back. I'm finally done with today's look, and this is how it looks like. I really love everything, how everything turned out, and finally I did manage to get an excuse to use this ethereal flash blush. That one, in my opinion, when I tried it, it looked, I don't know, generally it was just too vibrant, or the color for me wasn't the right color. And like, I also have a contour on my hand, but you can see what I mean by this. And it's just something that it wasn't looking too flattering on me in general. So what I've done, I mixed that one with a tiny bit, but I applied a little bit. Otherwise, it is just so pigmented. And I did mix that one with my all-time favorite Iridescent Rose. I really love this one. But I think the only new blush from this palette was that one. And honestly, I haven't enjoyed that one that much. I don't know, maybe it's just going to work for somebody else better, but for me personally, not that much. Anyways, when it comes to today's look, like I said, I am already done with everything. Kind of a little bit weird wearing this super long lashes, because I'm not used to that, but they do fit today's makeup look. This is New Year's extreme sparkly glittery makeup look that I would wear personally. Obviously it's not just your regular glam, but I do see this as a proper look, like really intense look for nighttime, for maybe going to some party or something. This glitters are stunning. This whole outline and the depth of the eyeshadows, it is really strong. So this is not your daytime makeup in general, but I'm happy to finally again recreate one of my, I would say that one was one of my favorite looks, especially when it comes to a little bit more creative side. So I think I've done this one in red, in purple, And I can't remember if I did this one specific technique in blue as well. And rarely I use glitters like this, but whenever I do, it just reminds me how spectacular this can look as well. I think that is everything that I wanted to say. Thank you so much for hanging out today with me. And you guys, I hope you are going to have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.